it's your girl Kia, aka Key Blessed, and welcome back to my channel. Today will be a crochet with me type of vibe where I show you how I crochet this cute little shoulder shrug here. Real sassy, real cute, real, you know. Yeah, this is not a proper tutorial. Disclaimer. Okay, this is
not a proper tutorial.
It's very informational, however, and I do give a lot of details on what I did, but it's not a proper or an official tutorial. I just want to put that out there, okay, for the girlies in the back. Not a proper tutorial. I don't have the proper equipment to give a proper tutorial, but once I get my equipment, girl, I'm going to be doing a lot more tutorials on my channel because I just think it's so fun. I don't know. I'm starting to like the crochet with me tutorial type of vibe. I don't want to be vain or toot my own horn right now, but the curls are eating the girls alive. Toot toot. Toot toot. They eating the girls alive. I don't know. Curly Day 2 just gives what Curly Day 1 should have gave. If you're a curly girl, if you know, you know. Curly Day 2 and Day 3, they just hit. But enough yapping. Let's get right into the video. So what I'm doing right here is I'm just doing a double crochet, but I'm skipping a space. So if you see right here what space I'm in, I'm just going to skip this next space, which is right here, and I'm going to go into this space right next to it and just do a double crochet. And then chain one. That's all I'm doing for this. I started it off with a chain, and I'm just skipping a space and double crochet, chain one. And I do that all the way down. Once you get down to the end, you just turn your work and do the same thing for about it depends on how you want your shrug to be, but I'll probably do about 5 or 6 rows before I start the neck opening.
Cause you gon' elicit the praise out of the mouth of the babes, and I just be stuck in a daze. And you tell me that it's not about the way I sing, then you question me for why I'm even questioning. Cause I know it ain't the power or the might, but the spirit. The soul is gonna know the truth every time I hear it.
It looks like this. It should look like that. And I got a few more spaces to go, so when you do your chain, make sure you have an odd number. You end with an odd number. So if you stop at 52, just do one more so that you're at 53, if that makes sense. So yeah, and then you just turn your work and you just repeat it for about 5 or 6 rows, girl, up until you get to whatever length you want it to be. I don't know how long I'm gonna do mine. And when you do your next row, you'll pretty much see what space you gotta go into. Like if you can see, here's where I started off for my second row. Now, pretty much just go to where you see that next double crochet. So we're gonna go into that next double crochet. I'm gonna go to into the top of that next double crochet with a double crochet, chain 1, and then same thing, going to that next top of that next set of double crochet and chain 1, same thing all the way down. So this is how my row 2 looks. On to row 3. Row 3. On to row 4.
I'm nothing like you. Opposite of holiness was what I was, but until you. Till I saw land, couldn't see why. Held my hand high, cause you see and now I'm better and better. No longer what I used to be better. It's making me better. I'm turning a new thing. It's making me stronger.
Okay, so I actually ended up doing 10 rows. And now we're gonna start the neck line. So the neck opening, sorry. So how I do that is I'm just gonna count 10 from this side going this way. I'm gonna count 10 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm gonna go in the middle of that 10th box and put a stitch marker there. I don't have my stitch markers with me, so I just used some PCR. So I stitched that off. Now we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. So now we have a stitch marker here and a stitch marker here. So give me one moment and I will continue on until I get to the stitch marker. Now, instead of going in the middle here where I actually put the stitch marker, I end it right here so that there's going to be a gap right there so that we can finish our pattern off. And we're going to be making a chain from here. So for the chain, you want to count all the way to your next stitch marker. So I counted 31 spaces. It may be different for you. So we're going to chain 31. All right, so I chained 31 and now I'm going to take my hook and go right into here where the stitch marker is and complete my pattern all the way up to the end. And I'll be back to show you how that looks. All right, so this is how it should look. And you should now have a hole right here in the middle to put your head through, girl. And so when you do your next row, all I'm doing is I'm gonna flip my work, turn my work, I'm sorry. And then I'm gonna do the same pattern all the way down. But when you get to right here, you're gonna go through the chain just like you did in the beginning, skipping one. So yeah, I'll show y'all how it looks when I come back. All right, girls, so this is how it looks. Like that, and got your hole in the middle. And then you just turn your work and work the pattern as normal. So since I did 10 rows on this side, I'll be doing 10 rows on the other side. So this actually counts as a row. This part right here all the way across counts as a row. So I just got 9 more rows to do, but yours may be different. You may have done more or less rows. So whatever you did on this side, just do it on the other side. Count this as your first row. So I'm gonna do that and then I will come back. Okay, so I did the other side and this is how it looks. Now we're gonna be folding it inward. So I went ahead and folded it. Here is the neckline here, and this is the front and the back of the shrug. Now over here where we stopped, we're pretty much going to be going up and crocheting up until where the arm is going to be. So you want to put it on, make sure you try it on to make sure everything is lined up and measured right, but you want to try it on, put it around your arm and kind of measure where your arm, the circumference of your arm, and use some stitch markers. Okay, so for mine, I literally just counted 2 blocks and slip stitched up and then left this part open. So there's my armhole, and I just have to seal these off and cut the loose ends, and I'm just going to do the same thing to the other side. Okay, so I got both my armholes on both sides done. There's one, and there's the other one. Now I'm just going to start to crochet in the round where the armhole is. Now you're going to follow this pretty much the same pattern, so I will show you what that looks like. So this is how my sleeve is looking so far. Now if you want, you can actually stop here. It just depends on what look you're going for. Like if you want something short sleeve, you can definitely stop here, but I'm going to keep going because I want a full sleeve, and I'm going to be doing an increase at the end of the sleeve so that it can have kind of like a flare. Okay, so really quick, I want to show you how I do my increase to get my bell sleeve. So once you reach the stopping point to where you want to start your flare out, whatever that may be for you, you're gonna chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then okay, so you see where normally we would skip that gap in between square where we would normally skip, we're going to do a double crochet. We're gonna go right through the square, and then we're gonna do as normal, go at the top of that double crochet right next to it, and then we're gonna just double crochet all the way around as normal. We are back to that chain 3 that we chained in the beginning. So we're just going to slip stitch into the top of that chain. Okay. And then we're going to chain 3. Now me, I probably do about 2 more rows of this. But yeah, that's how you do the increase. Okay, so far this is how it looks. This is my sleeve. This is the flare out. I tried it on and it actually fits perfect. Now I just have to do the other side, and then I will possibly try it on for y'all. Also, I did a total of 4 increased rows. The first 2 rows I did 1 increase. The last 2 rows I did 2 increases in each row. So if that makes sense. I hope you enjoyed this week's crochet with me, crocheting this little mini shrug here. If you're a new subscriber, put a heart down below so that I can say hi. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. Again, this was not a proper tutorial, I know. So if it sounds confusing, you know, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notification bell so that you can be notified when I post another video. But anyway, y'all, thank you. This is the finished look. Bye, y'all.